Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm a library program specialist at the Virginia Beach Public Library. And this video is part of our Camp Evergreen series, which is about making cool things, earning badges, and discovering new skills. Today, we're going to learn how doodling can be a form of mindfulness. We'll go over the benefits of doodling, the supplies that you'll need, and I'll show you a few different ways you can use doodles as an exercise in mindfulness. This is an example of the kind of doodling we will be doing today. It's portable, can be done anywhere, and it's a lot of fun. Doodles are mindless, subconscious scribbles or drawings that can be representational or abstract. Zen doodling provides an opportunity to reach a calm and relaxed state of mind. This is not just art, but a form of meditation, mindfulness, and stress reduction. We don't plan our drawings, we just create how we feel. Everything you need to create Zen doodles can fit in your pocket, and it can be done almost anywhere, alone or in groups, without any special abilities or costly equipment. All you need is a felt tip pen and a piece of paper. These are the materials that I will be using today. I'll be using a sketchbook, and you can use any size. I've got a pencil here. I have an eraser. And then I have 3 different types of felt tip pens. These are all just different manufacturers, but they're pretty much the same thing. I have a couple of smudge sticks. These are optional. And then I have a cup to draw some circles. I'm actually going to trace around the cup for the circles. So here I am. I'm going to start my doodles by tracing 3 circles onto my paper, just like this. I'm going to overlap the circles to create some defined space for the doodles. We're going to fill in these shapes with simple patterns, and then they're going to evolve. Things to keep in mind while you're working: work slowly, take your time, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Right here, I'm just starting by drawing some lines. If they're not straight, don't worry, there's no mistakes. Now I'm going to draw some additional lines, but they're going to come down from the top. Once I fill in one of the shapes, I like to pause and kind of reflect on my drawing and see where it's going. Now there is no right or wrong, correct or incorrect. You're just going to want to use flowy motions, free-form shapes. The benefits of dialectal behavior therapy include calming an anxious mind, increasing self-confidence, relaxing, self-soothing, and it's simple and portable. Now to me, it kind of looks like I'm drawing some sticks. You know, sticks that are kind of on top of each other, over each other, a little pile. So you can keep turning the paper as you work, that way it's comfortable wherever you're drawing. And I'm just going to fill my little pile of sticks with some dots here. Again, you can fill your shape with any pattern. You don't have to make sticks. You can make circles, you can make waves, you can make scales. But I'm just going to fill in each little branch with just some various dots. Okay, so now I've got some different widths of pens. As you can see, I started my drawing with this very fine tip, and now I'm going to use a brush tip. And with this brush tip, I'm going to go in and kind of shade in some of the shapes and give my picture some depth. And I just keep turning my paper as I go so that it's comfortable for me. And so I did my first drawings with a fine tip marker. Now I'm going to use a little bit thicker of a felt tip pen. You can kind of see the difference here. It's very subtle. But I'm going to use the bigger pen with the bigger tips because I'm going to fill a bigger space. And again, don't worry if your lines aren't straight. Remember, we're just focusing on drawing the lines, making patterns, our pen flowing across the paper. Just draw whatever comes naturally. Now I'm tracing the outside of my circle just to make it pop a little bit. Now I'm going to go back and pick up my fine tipped marker. And with my fine tip marker, I'm going to draw a lot of little lines. And I think I'm going to draw my little lines about every other row or so. Again, it's about creating patterns, going with the flow. Make sure you're breathing in, exhaling out. So now that I've finished all of my lines, I'm going to look at my drawing and kind of figure out where I want to go from here. And I think what I'm going to do is draw some circles in these spaces. These are just open circles. They're not filled with color or anything. They're just circles. All right, and there we go. I've kind of created about 1/3 of the page here. Now we're going to go to a previous doodle that I've done, and we're going to add color. I'm going to use colored pencils for my doodle, but you can use anything you like. I recommend whatever you use to color your doodle, make sure that the black lines can show through the color. That's what's kind of nice about these colored pencils. Look at that quality. So to me, I think these kind of long things kind of look like flowers. So I think I'm going to give them a yellow background. It's a little cheerful. And again, you can see all of my spaces have a different pattern in them. It's all about the patterns, all about the shapes. Again, there's no right or wrong way to doodle. All right, and then I'm going to take the green and go over the lines and make those my stems. Now I'm going to go over the tops with my red colored pencil. So they kind of look like little flower buds, almost like poppies. All right, I think I'm going to start over here in this corner with these little spikes. Kind of look like they're from outer space, so I'm going to give them a blue background. All right, just pausing and reflecting, seeing what I want to do next. I think this shape here kind of looks like a flower, kind of looks like the petals are kind of fanned out. So I'm going to make it look like a flower. Again, the patterns are going to look different to everybody. You know, you can color which shapes you want to color. You don't have to color them all. You don't have to color any of them. All right, so this shape here to me, I don't know, kind of looks like a plant, maybe underneath the microscope. So I think I'm going to give it a little bit of green color. Just color in the whole shape. And again, whatever the shapes look like to you, you can color them however you want or not at all. All right, so here we have the smudge stick. And the smudge stick is usually made of rolled paper and it's used by artists to blend or smudge marks. I'm gonna draw over some of my lines that I've already made in pencil. And then I'm going to use the smudge stick to give it a little bit of shadow depth. I'm just going to go back and forth over and over until I kind of get the effect that I want. You can do colored pencils. Colored pencils can smudge too. It just takes a little bit longer and the results won't be as dramatic as they are with the graphite pencils. All right, and I've kind of smudged in my edges. I brought the pencil inward to the shape, just to give it a little bit of something. You can smudge with a colored pencil. The results won't be as dramatic as they are with a graphite pencil, but you can do it. Might take a little bit longer to get the effect that you want. And use a clean smudge stick. You don't want to use the same one that you did with the graphite pencil. Remember that the most important part of this process is being mindful. We want to focus on the act of doodling and we want to let everything else fade away. We want to be in the moment. As we finish up, let's go over the things that we learned today. So we learned that doodles are mindless subconscious scribbles or drawings that can be representational or abstract. Mine are kind of abstract. Zen doodling provides an opportunity to reach a calm and relaxed state of mind. So it's not just art, but it's a form of meditation, mindfulness, and stress reduction. Mindfulness is a type of dialectical behavior therapy that practices being in the moment, right here, right now. For more information about Zen Doodles, visit your nearest Virginia Beach Public Library or check out our digital library. Search for Zen Doodling or Tangles. We hope you've enjoyed learning about Zen Doodles. Tag us on social media and show us what you made. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more content from VBPL to keep your mind evergreen. Thanks for watching.